Good morning everybody, 22nd of the 8th, 2016. The subject that's on the media, covered by the newspapers, television, everybody else, is the violence in the streets of the big cities of the UK. And everybody seems to go on about police, blame the police this, police that. Democracy, we get what we deserve. Anyway, to move on. There doesn't seem to be many people putting forward a possible solution to the violence. I'd like to put forward just this one possibility, and I call it street soccer stroke rounders versus street violence. And the formula is something goes as follows. You take, for example, 6 tower blocks, 6 being the span of control. Each tower block gets supplied with just one football park, one ball, perhaps 4 jerseys, 2 either end of the park to make a goalpost, and if the council would supply 2 wooden huts for changing rooms, which I do if they would. But anyway, you take 6 span of control, and in the tower blocks each has a committee of 5. Right? Now the objective is that each committee from a bunnet, or as cap as you might call it, they select the names for a team for the Saturday game. For example, tower block 1 selects 9 players. Tower block 6 selects 9 players. Tower block 1 selects another 2, that makes 11, but those 2 take part in tower block 6's team. Tower block 6 selects another 2 from its hat, and they play in tower block 1 team. I'll leave you to figure out the purpose for that, the reason. Now remember, at this early stage, we are not promoting football and we're not promoting rounders. We're exploiting the built-in motivation to take part in these events to enhance social inclusion. So let's move on. The committee, an overriding control of the committee is the local councillor for that particular ward. They pick the names for the team, and the game takes place, say, on a Saturday. A number of people from the tower blocks, be it mummies, daddies, friends, all the rest of it, may come down to see the game, watch the game. So it's a possibility it might alleviate loneliness, possible depression, and even more serious incidents from loneliness and such like, by the pushing and shoving and shouting for your particular team. The players do not wear, don't wear strips, they have a sash only to keep down the cost. Remember, there'll be no financial help from anybody, so all those participating will have to go alone. Say the tower block 1 has a white sash, tower block 6 has a black sash. The referees also must come from the tower blocks. As I said again, once the game's underway, those spectators participating, the hat, or the bunnet as we call it, is passed round the crowd. We would have to raise £5 a week to finance public liability insurance. Right? The committee takes control in charge of this. But from the takings, say 2.5% goes to the charity of the, say it's London, which is getting most coverage at the moment. The chap in charge, they call him the Lord Mayor of London, he gets 2.5% to the charity of his choice. Now, all other activities, each committee is responsible for keeping the plates spinning for every other activity. The other ones that we've mentioned have to take place. Now, it's difficult to try and make this sound complicated, but I've done it on a much smaller scale and it does work. You have to decide yourself who makes up the street violence team, directly or indirectly. But we now have a competitor in street soccer / rounders, and I don't think there's much more I can add. Now, let me be just a bit more precise. Street soccer rounders versus street violence. Committee's responsibilities, this is more of a bullet type approach. Each soccer / rounders team has its own committee, 5 strong. B, the selected soccer rounders teams, this being names drawn from a bunnet 3 days in advance of a match. C, post names selected on a public notice board. The whole world is a stage. D, provide referees, linesmen, bunnet collectors names also posted on public notice board. And the responsibility is also for securing public liability insurance, securing first aid tuition, liaise with other street soccer rounders committees for league programmes. This could be done via public walkie-talkies, so interested public could listen to enjoy the tension created by the weekly draw of team selection. It works, I've done it. Under 15, 7 aside on half of the park at right angles to goalposts. And the formula is obviously suitable for rounders. The formula is also based on check success. The formula is based on built-in motivation with promoter entrepreneur support. The built-in motivation is the wish to take part in rounders or football. As I said again, the objective is not to promote football or rounders, but to exploit this built-in motivation. Fixed costs of £100 liability equals a revenue of £3 per week from the bunnet, but the bunnet collection would maintain the principle of labour worthy of reward. All personnel being participating amateur enthusiasts. They are not, shall we say, volunteers. Everybody is a participating amateur enthusiast. As far as any revenue is concerned, the Inland Revenue is likely to treat it as hobby revenue, therefore free from any tax. But you better take that with a pinch of salt, that one, you know. Now then, I think that covers everything. This type of event is susceptible to distortion by plagiarism and Mr. Good Guy. But within every tour block there will be an entrepreneur, and that should do the trick. Now if you wish, if anybody finds this of any interest and wishes further debate on it, my Skype is bill.morrison242, right? So if you contact me on that, if you want to debate it any further, it should be of interest. Thank you very much. Take care and come on, lads. You'd rather play football on a Saturday and Sunday than sit in a jail because of a Friday night punch up. So let's not kid each other on. Have a nice day, everybody.